Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work.
You are now listening to the show that's going to change your life.
Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work.
Welcome to the RobDiddy Podcast.
I'm a one-man army. One-man army.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. There we go. I got the monitor right. So, let's get to the facts of the matter. Let's break it down. Because that's what we do here on the RobDiddy Podcast. We've always broken it down. Whether it was discussing politics, explaining both sides of an issue. You know, at first we were thought of as a solely Trump-supporting podcast. But as time went on, I made it where I was explaining stuff. God damn, my cat is going nuts. I don't know what is going on. So, truthfully, this is what I'm going to do. Am I even going to upload this? I'm going to upload this. Alright, so look. There's been an incredible amount of support and views everywhere. I've won on Facebook. I have won on Twitch. Actually, I haven't won on Twitch. Scratch that. I've won on YouTube. I've won on Twitter. I've won on Instagram. I've won on TikTok. I've won on Google SEO, analytics. I've won on YouTube. I've gotten podcast listens. Won there. So, I want to get to the heart of the matter. I want to break it down. I want to keep you informed of what I'm actually trying to do here. The world is a messed up place, yo. Do you realize... There we go. Do you realize that right now, people argue about vaccines, people argue about guns, people argue that everything is an infringement on their civil liberties, and I was guilty of it myself. People refuse to just get a vaccine and get a simple shot because of fear-mongering and things that are going on. And the other fact of the matter is this. Nobody really knows what the fuck is going on. We've never been through anything like this in our lives. Because we, as a society, advanced. We went from caves to lives we have alternative reality. We have a meta universe. We literally can put something on our head and be somewhere else. We can communicate with somebody in Australia. I once had views from Germany running wild. And you know what? We can go from one place to the other. We can fly from one side of this world to the other in under a day. We can reach people. We can work from home. We can reach anybody in this country anywhere. We can make money just by sitting in a floaty device in a pool in a bikini. Girls can make hundreds of thousands of dollars. Dudes can play video games online and get paid for it. Every single thing in our society that people condemned, like, hey, you're never getting anywhere to play video games all day. People found ways to make money. People found ways to become video game designers. People found ways to live stream and make money. The pandemic changed a lot of things. It created things like live streaming, the whole Twitch thing of girls and floaty devices and pools. It also led to a situation where people who did something for their whole lives lost their jobs because of budget cutbacks and changes that happened. As this occurred, companies realized that they could just outsource things, or they could have people work from home and get rid of buildings, yada, 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 which led to, get this. So if I rented this office building and I was making money there for years, guess what? Hey, all my people can do the same shit from home? Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to stop running that office space and just run a remote company. You know what I'm saying? So, this entire world that we are in right now is something none of us have ever experienced. Like, be real. Back in the day, the things that we seen, like people dying from diarrhea and things like that, nowadays are just situations where we go and get over-the-counter pills and it's over with. We have ways to treat disease and disability, even without medicine. We can get rid of type 2 diabetes through diet and exercise if it's caught early enough. But guess what? We have a virus that nobody has ever seen before. And the fact of the matter is that it has made it so on one side, they lecture and lecture this and that, thinking they know better, when the fact is they're only saying that because they're scared and they don't know what the hell is going on. Even Tony Fauci doesn't know what the hell is going on because he's never seen anything like this. Then you look at Fox News and everything is an insult on civil liberties and personal freedoms, and the fact that people care so much about things like the Second Amendment and is built into their personal beliefs their entire life, that telling them to take a vaccine that they don't want to take or they're unsure of because it's something new, they go back to the same arguments they had about gun control. See, the fact of the matter is this. This is what Robert Banker is good at. This is what I love to do. And I want to provide an informative platform that also entertains and distracts from worry and helps people to understand what is going on. Because truthfully, right now, even the CNN that is supposed to be the non-biased news source, do you realize that growing up, CNN was where we got coverage of 9/11. Then as we grew up, we learned that MSNBC and Fox News were right and left. When we needed news, we went to CNN. And what do we get? Non-stop anti-Trump coverage. I've cooled down from that. I'm over it. I don't care. I want to focus on positive things. I want to make people forget about the horribleness and distract people. And sometimes I experiment with different forms of content. Because what I'm really trying to do here, I don't know yet what I am going to be as a content creator. I love doing the sports stuff. I love making the videos. Do you realize that the Trump video clips that I have on my computer from when I was learning off of political posts? Yes, that's right. I really did just make Trump videos to learn because it was funny to me. Those video clips inserted into sports clips are something nobody else does. And you know what? People are like, holy shit, this is funny, dude. Look, the Detroit Lions, they are a... Wait for it. So the Detroit Lions...
Today I will lay out just some of the evidence
that...
And the fake news refused to call it.
Michigan beat Michigan State.
And we won it by a landslide.
But the dishonest referees took away a sacred Michigan touchdown. A sacred Michigan Aiden Hutchinson, who was invited to the Heisman presentation and announcement of the winner. But you know who wasn't invited? That guy from the team where everybody was like, oh, they're going to win the national championship. They're so good. I'm telling you. And the radio was nonstop just Mel Tucker and Kenneth Walker just. Oh, this is fucking awesome. So,
Dennis Walker! Walking down!
and then Gus was like, he's going to New York and I'm going to see you. Best believe I'll be there. But he wasn't.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me. Oh, unbelievable!
So what I really made this video to say is,
guy right there. Guy? Well, look.
That was just like Radio for One right there. The heart of the matter is this. This is a mission statement. This is what I'm doing. This is what Gainz Media is all about, baby. See, what I want to say is this.
Keep you abreast of this situation.
See, over the course of the last 3 months, I did not know what I wanted to do as a podcaster. And I kind of wanted to get into sports because I started working with Fiffian, and believe me, I love Fiffian. But in order to get the experience and opinions that, not opinions, the advice and insights that I needed, hold up. I'm telling you, Dan. No, it's perfect. Look, this is the situation. I needed more than one. I needed more than one mentor to help me. And I reached out to a young man who is from a state that is below us. A man who is the pride of Sylvania, Ohio. Or is it Toledo? I think he once worked out at LA Fitness on Toledo. No, the LA Fitness in Toledo on Sylvania Road. It's a great club, actually. I worked out there before. It was a great situation. The lovely Sarah Elizabeth, what is her Instagram? Sarah Elizabeth Creative goes there and works out. I am looking for something right now as I go through and unpack this absolute proof. People are, I think I'm going crazy. Oh, there it is. So what I really want to say to you is, look at that transition right there. That's beautiful. You know, it took me a lot of time to learn this. And there's a lot of uncertainty. In fact, I didn't know I was going to pull this off. The reason I'm leaving the green cloth up behind me is because, honestly, it's 1 a.m. and I don't want to have all the bright lights on me because I won't sleep. You know,
Who could possibly have it better than us?
you know what it's like to have that when nobody else can do that in a live stream? You know what it's like to be able to edit videos in a manner and get paid for it when it's something you taught yourself? It's beautiful. And one of the things I'm trying to figure out is whenever I look on Twitch, YouTube, I see tons and tons of already established Detroit Lions content. There's some guy named Everything King. I don't know what the fuck he does. He has a intro where he's stealing rap music from Lil Wayne, which is against the YouTube monetization policy. So he's probably not making money off his channel. We got a Woodward Sports. We'll unpack that later. So with all these thousands of views on that lovely Gainz Media channel, the truth is, this is the mission statement, and I already went over it. I am not here to make content that is offensive. I'm not here to offend anybody. And if I do anything where I use a sound drop from any Detroit radio host or anybody and it annoys you, just let me know. If I make a video that has like things in it from people that are on TV or radio and they're annoyed, just let me know. I'll edit it. I'll take it down. Because the truth is, I am trying to figure out who the fuck am I in front of this camera? Because before, everything was technology reviews, Jeep Cherokee, budget DIY fixes. Didn't really get that many views. Sports gets views. And the thing is this. I need to figure out my place. Because The other part of this is you do not make money and get tons of views by doing the same stuff everyone else is doing. I've learned from YouTube, it takes a lot of things to get your videos in the algorithm. Same thing with Google. You know how hard it is to get Gainz Media search results, but yet I got them and I have the #1 Kodak PixPro AZ528 Google search result. Where's that bad boy? This $199 camera from Walmart that can't even help me do this right now. I can record videos outside and the audio sucks, is how my YouTube channel started growing. Then Matthew Stafford videos took us to a level that we never anticipated coming so quick.
Nobody cares about you outside of Detroit. Nobody cares about the Lions.
So as I've learned all these things, it's all coming together. If you notice, the RobDiddy Podcast went from something that was every day, to being a little inconsistent and then being mostly disappeared. This is the truth. The truth is, most podcasts have season 1 and season 2. Hey, Bella. So what I decided to do, instead of going by the model of just not doing that, I ended season 1. I started season 2. So truthfully, this is the RobDiddy Podcast, season 2, episode 3. If you like what I said today and you want more, hit up any single podcast app, iTunes, Google Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, Deezer, not Diesel, like that pillar of the community.
At Locked On Lions, Dan.
Deezer, it's an actual podcast app. Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music/podcast, Audible, and the RobDiddy Facebook fan page, facebook.com/RobDiddyPod, Twitter @RobDiddy, @Gainz Media. It's another thing. I've limited down. I don't know if you ever noticed, one of the things I was doing on Instagram was making kind of like test accounts to see where things went. So we went through the testing season when we had the unemployment money, making it so it didn't matter. Now we're in the season of having to double down on what works. So we doubled down on sports, baby, and tech reviews, because that's what worked. And you know what else worked? That crazy guy, Gregory Baltiff, who led me to another renaissance in Google search results. So thank you, Mr. Positive. Sorry. The electrifying Mr. Positive of Detroit sports. We have a video up about that on the Gainz Media YouTube channel. That's right, youtube.com/Gainz Media, because we have enough views and subscribers to have our own custom URL. So that's another thing I'd like to announce. Anywhere you want to see Gainz Media, the username is @Gainz Media. And at the bottom of the screen, gainsmedia.com/podcast will give you the links to every single place you can find my content. And RobDiddy.com is coming soon, baby. Stand back and stand by, because you never know what's going to happen. We got a lot of things that could potentially blow up. And also, do you need graphic design? Do you need your podcast produced like I do for the 5th chapter? Do you need video editing like I do for the heart of this community? Not this community. The pride of Cleveland, Ohio. The man whose baseball team had its name changed, and we don't even know if John J. Adams is even going to have a drum at the games anymore. Side note, Derry, please, actually, you know what? When next baseball season comes up, the only time I will bring Matt Derry on this podcast is to discuss John J. Adams' roll with the Guardians. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the RobDiddy Podcast at every single place you get your podcast. And also, please